Okay, guys, this is JD coming to you on what is this? Today's Wednesday, July 28th, 2021. We're doing just the Patreon charting session pre-market, looking at Nike for Sia, and she's looking for puts. And I'll zoom out in a second, but we have had a big gap up, run up into earnings. It's overbought right now. Volume has steadily declined on the move up, and we're having increasing volume on the reversal, potential reversal. So the early entry is anything below 162.58, and we're looking at that maybe after 10:30 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Central. After that time frame, once the market sets its, hopefully sets its direction. Now, if it falls, once it falls into that pattern, there could be support around that 160 mark, and we'll look for a second entry or another entry if price falls below 156.58. So 156.50 if it falls below 156.50. And also it's 162.58. We'll go with 162.50 at the below that half number. That's where we're going to look for the entry. Now, there's also a bull case. If it goes above this, if it makes the bull case to continuation is above 165.61, and a little bit safer play is above this, uh, above that candle, the 166.53. So there's a bull and a bear case for pretty much every stock. Well, not every stock, but a lot of stocks. So this is a perfect example. Of a bull flag, potential bull flag. The pole right here running up, and I'll draw it out. Pole, pull back to support or pull back to a certain area, and we're looking for either a breakout or a continuation down. If price falls below that 162.56 handle or 162.50, we're looking for a breakdown. And I mean, it's already that the trend has already been broken right here from that trend line's been broken, but hasn't been acutely broken. So there's support right over here. That's why we're looking forward to break through this area before we go in. Now let's go down to like the 5 minute. Has some gap up. It's not establishing anything yet. So let it go for at least an hour in the morning, and try your best not to rush in. It's so hard for me to not hop in when I see something. But like it might shoot up, shoot back down. It's just an opening range, and then once that opening range is established, the trend will kind of fall into line. Is that am I helping at all with you, Sia?
Oh, yes.
Okay, okay, good. Well, I'll come back around to you. I'm going to move. Murley's back. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, Sarissa has to leave too. Murley's back. Okay, let me pull up Sava. Okay, one moment. And we just did Sia's, which she had Nike. Great pick, Sia. Great eyes on that. Just now we zero in on the price action. Okay, Sava. Okay, Cassava Sciences. Hmm. Bull flag. Hmm. And what are your plans on cassava?
Um, long term, I have a few. Um,
Okay.
I I've been taking profit. I find it a challenge to enter because it's been like in the hundreds. I was getting
Okay.
in the 80s.
You got in the 80s?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Well, if it's long term,
Haven't seen it that
why
low.
take profit?
I was just like stabilizing the account a little.
Oh, to use it money the profit for in another area.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I, great call on it. It looks bullish to me from that standpoint. I just think if let's see, it's overbought. Now there will be a pullback. I don't know how far, but I mean, it may run up to the 150s. It's tough to call on it, but if it's a long term play, sometimes you can set it and forget it. You know, we can eat our future earnings sometime, and this is a biotech, so it could come up here and it could rip back down to this area. You know, we never know how far a biotech can go, but if our horizon is longer, let's see the earnings. Relatively quiet following circulation of Seeking Alpha article. 5 reasons Cassava Sciences could still be the most undervalued stock in the market. It's getting a lot of a lot of love. See what the options. I just think if we establish that we're going a long term position, there's no you don't need me. You just establish it and stick with it. You know, it's like long term, whatever that means to you. We dollar
So, however, I do like to swing Sava, So if I see a good opportunity, I'd like to.
and if that, that almost defeats the purpose right now. If okay, so what is the trading plan? If you're gonna swing it, give me what the entries are and what your game plan is for a swing trade. What is the edge that you're going to use to spot your identify your entries?
Based on technical analysis and fundamental.
Yeah, that's not a trading plan. You're
Oh, no,
doing
no, no, okay.
yeah, you're doing a great job of the long term identification, but it's like what if Saba runs to 165 off of your 80, you know, or whatever, and or again, you're doing a good job of trimming in areas. So, but don't try to trade it. I don't want you to try to time it because that's how we lose money. If there's not a trading plan that's written out, if there's if your comfort level and you said you finished trading in the zone, uh,
Yes.
great. And now I want you to continue. You know, just as you move forward, revisit the audio. You know, and just let it hear it again because you're doing a great job. Um, this looks this looks bullish. You know, and for me, if I were to swing it,
Hmm.
I would enter. What's the high? 132. Cause it's setting up like a bull flag. Let me go to the 4 hour. Okay, there we go. What's the high right there? That's still 132. That's the risk area. If you get above this candle, which I'll go back to the other candle, but the height of for Sava to add to a swing
Hmm.
133, you get because you'll catch that'll be a momentum play above 133, and you could set your stop. Oh, that is so wide. This is thing about this for a swing trade is it. Oh my goodness, it moves so
That's what's been the challenge to get in again.
well. Okay, if you're looking to get in long term, there's no challenge. You buy it and you
No.
say, yeah, you going. You say, I'm going 5 years out. Let's dollar cost average in. But that swing side of let's see, Sava. I'm gonna see him what the ATR is. Do you know the ATR per day?
Not for that one.
12 $12.37. So it's a pretty this is an active mover for a swing trade for you to not have a trading plan. I really don't want you to swing this. I don't.
Oh,
I'm sure you've made profit on it, but I think you'll thank me in the as you continue to understand the market, like on the trading side, you'll thank me
mhm,
later because if we don't have a trading plan, a replicable trading plan to say, okay, with SAVA, you know, I look for uh, I trade these particular patterns. I trade bull flags. I trade wedge patterns. I trade ascending triangles. I trade descending triangles. If I get in, I get in on a reversal uh, with the doji uh, on when price is running up on declining vol. You know, there's certain parameters that we put in place that'll trigger it, and it's still human error that comes involved. But if we get above that 133,
mhm.
that's still a bull case, and it's so wide of a stop. Hmm, let's see if yeah, that's it. I mean, and your stop could be 125, but
Mhm.
let me look at these charts. I mean, the are you trading it with options or shares?
Shares, but definitely worth looking into options.
Yeah, this thing is very, very pricey. High implied volatility. You know, in the money, we're looking at 3,000, and the open interest is very low. So, um, I think it's like what is your profit target when you swing it with shares? Like,
Uh,
is there a percent?
for example, for that one, I have approximately 15 or 20.
Percent?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. I mean, it's just set your stops if you're gonna build your portfolio with shares here and there, and then I think we're because I've never watched this thing move, but get above 133, you can make a move. Um, what hour what time frames do you trade it, swing trade it on?
I check the daily, the 4 hour,
Mm-hmm.
the 5 minute, and the 30 minute.
Okay, okay. Well, just set your stops. That 125 is a good area because, and if it fall now, the big line in the sand is going to be like 113.50
Okay.
because if it because it's kind of ranging in that area. If it falls below that, we may there's a little bit of 110 support, but then we could go back down to the breakout area. It just depends. But above 133, you keep running. It looks like it's pushing right now in the pre-market. So that and it could pull back, but there's not a gap, so it could run. So that you might get a chance to push and see what you can do. Um,
Okay.
okay, good assessment, Merle. I'm gonna go to Sarissa for Apple. And did that was I able to answer?
Yes.
Okay, good
I
job.
was just hoping it would. I wanted to see it come lower to grab more.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna come back, but I think it's has a nice momentum push right now.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wow, we got a double top on Apple, Sarissa. But that's a long red candle. If we get the low is 145. Did, okay, Sarissa, and what are you looking to do on this one? I think she's still here. Well, I'll go ahead and map it out for a trade. If Apple breaks above, like we're looking at a double top, and Apple has kind of been running, but it overbought, pulled back, which is fine, pulling back to support. It may go a little lower, but if it gets above 149.21, the 149.50, you get above 149.50. Above 149.50. That's a good entry for a swing. And it won't be overbought coming into that low position. And we could set the stop at the bottom of this candle so that this is almost a streamline play. So 145.50 for the stop. And then, because let me extend this out, and we got higher lows, of course. So this is still bullish. It might just, I mean, it could come back down here and test this line, whatever. But the volume, the sell volume is there, so it could continue down today. What are we down? 140. Yeah, we're down, but there might be another entry prior to this, the one that we're saying. If it doesn't trigger today, it's going to trigger soon. And these options were looking good. Yeah, I mean, I got an Apple Leap. Forgot about that. All right. You can look at this one, but the Septembers are going to be the best play. A lot of open interest. I don't want to go as far as 150. So any
I'm back.
okay, Sarissa. Yeah, yeah. If I'd rather do September options, I'm looking for the bullish side, and the I was on the charts and I'm recording it, but your
Okay.
entry if you're going long, because there's a nice run up, pull back, double top at resistance, sold off, possibly found support. It's going to go a little lower, but today's entry after maybe 10:30 a.m. Central, let it run. But the 149.50 is an alert that you should set for your trade, your bullish trade to go into play, and
Okay.
you could set your stop at 145.50 at
Okay.
a little bit lower than this. You're trying to, I mean, it's kind of a wide range, but if you do it like that, the reason is we're buying time and see, and actually the trend line that I drew out, that I extended out, it's respecting the price is respecting this trend line. So there's some. So what's the entry right there? Mm, yeah, safe entry is at 140, 149.50. The super aggressive entry, you get like above 147.
Okay.
You got a little room to run up to one. It's tight. I wouldn't do that one, but it's gonna make folks want to get in who scalp. The safe swing trade entry is that the 149.50, and the stop is a 145.50 is what the stop is. Um, let's see. The low 142. Yeah, I'd rather. Those are good numbers. And then let's look at. Were you looking at options?
Options. Well, see, I'm already actually in options. I'm in some of the September 17th 150s.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, great play.
Yeah.
Great
So I
play.
was just trying to figure out, as far as time frame, how long I should.
Well,
Oh,
you're up right now,
yeah,
right?
I'm up. I'm up now. Yeah. So I got in pretty early. I got in a little while ago. So
Do you let's see. I mean, you could possibly take profit um and look to re-enter. If you know,
Okay, yeah,
yeah, because I mean, you hit the double top, it's pulled back, it's gonna find more weakness, and it might find some support and start and mount a comeback.
okay.
Yeah, if that's not telling you to do it, but
Mm-hmm.
you could capture some of your profit and pocket that, and
Okay,
then look for another reentry. Great
okay,
job on that.
thanks.
Yeah. So 30 minute. Yeah, I think profit take because I mean it's going to sell off. It's going to find some support, but there is a gap down to the low. What's the high? That 144.07. So there's a gap fill that's about to happen, possibly down to 144.07. If you can
Okay,
get out before that, and then maybe look for a return back in, and you could maybe try to come back in for above 146.77 or 147. You know,
okay, yeah,
and go out a little further.
okay,
Okay. Well, I
thank
hope
you.
that helped a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, great job again. And I'm gonna grab. I think Jerry's still in here, or Jerry's gone. But I'll do it on the. I'm recording this, guys, and I'll put it on YouTube unlisted, and I'll send it out to y'all too. So let's see. Jerry said, okay. Oh, his patient. Okay. All right, Jerry, we got it. Okay, and see ya. And we're about to. Market is about to open in like 1 minute, guys. So let's see what PFE for Jerry. Bullish coming up into resistance, Jerry. If you're in it, you might want to take a little profit, secure profit. We're coming up into, we selling the strength. We're going to come up into a little bit of resistance, but it's, I mean, it's higher lows. If this is a long-term play, ride it out, you know, with Pfizer. But Pfizer, I think Pfizer has earnings. I think, and they're going to sell. It crushed earnings. Okay, hey, take that gamble, take that ride then. But we'll talk later, Jerry. Definitely. Let me stop the recording and get to the live market, guys. So that'll be a wrap for this morning's or this month's actually pre-market live room, and I'll keep going.